Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is part 2 of our 2019 deer season. Part 1, I hope you checked it out. I killed a nice little 3-point buck with my bow.
He's rubbing it in because it was my buck, but he got it.
I'm not rubbing it in. Okay, so you had, I don't know, 12, 14 opportunities maybe?
So anyway, I also got a different tag this year. So I drew an X12 tag with my girlfriend. We put in together, and it's a rifle tag here in California. One that we've been putting in for about 5 years, and we finally got drawn, and so it turned out to be a really good hunt. So stay tuned. Well, it's opening morning, X12. Dave took me on a little tiny, just an easy early morning hike, which our hikes differ, but we now are at the top of the mountain. You could just have that, and you could just jump to the next.
Down the flats.
Looking down on some deer down below. There's about 3 does and maybe a little fork, but kind of, since it's opening morning, I'm going to kind of hold off at this point and start on our next easy jaunt over that hill behind me. So we just got some good news. My girlfriend, who's also up here hunting this year with me, she was coming in on the other side, and she's got a buck down on the ground, and we're waiting to hear from her if she needs our help. We're going to head out that way to help her, or if they don't need our help, we're heading up the hill. So we'll let you know. So Saturday, our hunt got cut a little short because our good friend Becky had got a nice buck.
This is the way you want your hunts to be cut short, is when you hear on the radio that the person you're hunting with has got a buck on the ground.
So we quickly got out there. I don't know, we were about 3 miles back, and we got out of there and helped her.
Which I think she was pretty happy about, because where we were headed, she kept oohing and on about. And I apologize for not getting some footage of her buck. My bad. She killed a really nice buck that day, and I didn't get any of that on footage. But congratulations, Becky, on a nice buck.
Yeah. So we've had a pretty nice morning so far. We're probably about 3 miles in. We've seen a lot of deer sign. A couple does is all. It's real beautiful back here. We got kind of a little trek ahead of us here. We're going to try to make it up to this next saddle, and hopefully we get some action on the other side of the hill. If I can make it to the top of the hill. It's beautiful. I made it over that hill, so sure enough it just keeps going and going. Look how pretty this is. Looking at maybe getting this next saddle right up here. Still see a lot of sign, but not a whole lot of deer. Couple does. This is beautiful here, though. Worth it.
The sheep herders, the Basque sheep herders, had just came through there. Had to have been
Probably Friday.
the day, yeah, a day or
before.
2 before. I mean, the sign was fresh. I mean, so I think they had pushed all the deer up out of the lowlands and up into the high country up into the draws.
You know, on our way back, I'm already thinking I'm headed back to the truck. We haven't seen anything all day.
Barn sour.
And
I think you were barn sour.
Yeah, a little bit. And he says, I think this next draw we're gonna see some deer. And
I just was thinking, you know, we just keep pushing these draws, and you know these sheepers that went through there. So I know there's deer in this area, and they just pushed the deer out, scattered them out. So we just push these draws and maybe get lucky and jump something out. And lo and behold,
no kidding, right on the next one, we spotted four nice little bucks down in there.
Got the camera rolling and had to wait a little bit to get a clear shot. And finally, the clear shot presented itself. And Kelly made the best of it.
I was a little nervous.
I was a lot nervous. Not so much being the videographer or the guide, but I was a lot nervous because I was the husband. You know how that can go. Woo.
Through his front shoulder.
If you got it.
Yeah, that one would turn a little bit.
There you go, right there.
Luckily, I was able to make a good shot on it, and he only went about 50 yards. At first, we were couldn't really see where he went, and we could see that the others went up over the ridge.
Again, that's the tough part about being videographer, guide, and husband. Trying to get it on film once the shot was made and they went down, I really couldn't pinpoint where they went. And
we could see that the other three were moving up over the ridge, and so we knew we had one down. So
well, once they came back up on top of that ridge, and there was only 1, 2, 3, and number 4 never showed up.
Yeah, then we kind of started feeling better. I knew I hit him, but I just you know, I was hoping I had made a good shot.
Go ahead.
We just jumped 4 little bucks. They really weren't nervous about us. We had a lot of time. We got set up here. I got a shot off on a 3-pointer. I think I got him in the front shoulder. I don't know. He took off down here. So the 2 went up over the hill. So now we're going to have to go down here a little further and see what's going on.
Want to go find him?
Yes. But I'm shaking and nervous.
Go for it. Go over there and pick his horns up. Let's see him.
There's 3-pointer. Awesome. So we've been out since 6 this morning. I think it's probably about 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We hiked in about 4 miles. Kind of decided just to hunt on our way back to the truck, so we started heading back in. Dave kept saying, let's go through some of these pockets, maybe we'll jump some. And Dave spotted these 4, we jumped 4 little bucks. And his 3-pointer was in with them. And they kind of didn't see us. We had a little bit of time to set up. I was totally shaking. But we got the shot off, and we didn't have to track them very far, maybe just 50 yards. So, yeah, it was pretty exciting.
Hey, well, anyways, that's our show for today. I hope you checked out part 1 where I got to harvest a buck with my bow. Part 2 here, Kelly got a nice buck down. Our good friend Becky killed a nice buck too. It was a great weekend all in all, and hope you enjoyed it. And in the meantime, you know, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. And until next time, remember, that's your cue.
Shoot straight.
Shoot straight, baby. All right, thanks again.
So we kind of started heading back and took a lot of pictures, kind of stopped and did a lot of glassing.
When you say take a lot of pictures, I mean hunting wasn't that great, so.
It wasn't.
No.
Well, it's opening morning next 12, and
Tell me when you're done, because my fanny pack's falling down.